How you doing? Good, thank you. Boy, I couldn't ask for a better one. Okay, we're in Ellis, but I just wanted to stop and kind of show you around the railroad crossing. And I think I wonder if this, you know what? I don't think we were here. Were we at Ellis? I bet we were. We might have been here before, because I recognize, I wonder if that museum is open now. Oh, yeah, now I remember. We were here a long time ago. And this is, okay, we was here, oh, a couple years ago. And that's the museum right there, but it was closed the last time we were here. And I bet it's closed again. I don't know if we... Yep, that's what I thought. You couldn't get in there. And that's downtown there. Wow. Now I remember. Holy. Yep. We've been here, about 2 or 3 years. Now I hope it says, well, it's open, and we couldn't go in here the last time. So let's see. It says it's open Tuesday through Saturday. That's good. I'm going to see if we can go in. Wow.
Like the office would have been set up with the telegraph machine over there, the typewriter. Of course, everything was all on paper and carbon at that time. And you guys remember what carbon, the kids today, they have no idea what carbon is. The lanterns over there were one of the few museums that have all the colors. But those were meant for different things. It would be stop, caution, whatever, and it would help the engineer talk to the people in the caboose and on the ground. These were how they transferred messages when they would this bamboo stick, they would hold that up and the engineer would hold his hand out and catch that and pull the note off, and then he would throw that out, and then they'd have to go pick it up. Then later on, they went to these spring-loaded ones where they would pull it off and then they would keep it. But that's how they transferred messages for what was down the line. Welcome to come back and look at anything that you'd like. And this is what kind of like the depot would have looked like. The benches at that time, they put these on so that the hobos couldn't sleep on them.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
back in the day we had hobos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. My sister lived, the railroad track went right by and she had
And there
to,
was a coal stove, so. Pretty cool.
she had to walk her kids to the bus because the hobos
Yeah,
were
this
right
was a
there.
conductor's uniform. And actually, Walter P. Chrysler, the founder of the Chrysler Corporation, he actually worked here as a kid.
Oh,
And they have a
okay.
home. His boyhood home is right down the street on the other side of the railroad.
I seen
tracks.
that.
Yeah.
We didn't go there.
It's very nice.
we were here 2 or 3 years ago, but this was closed.
Oh, yeah.
So we're sitting out here thinking, okay, were we here before?
Yeah,
We're headed
yeah.
to my
Yeah.
son's in Colorado. So.
Yeah, and these are the tools that they would have used, the
Okay.
wrenches and stuff. And this I thought was very interesting. This was kind of like who was working on the yard that day. So like if you had the Ellis yard and the all the different places, if you were working there, you had a little block that went in there. That way they knew, especially when they were working in the roundhouse over there where they had steam engines.
Okay.
If there would be an accident, they'd know who was there.
Wow, that's nice.
But they had all the different branches, you know, so if you worked here in the railroad, you had a name on there.
My grandfather worked for Western Maryland,
Uh-huh.
and back in the 1920s, and he got killed. He used to go out and stop the traffic. And now this is in Gettysburg, okay? And he went out to stop the traffic. Well, this truck lost its brakes and ran over.
That's too bad.
yeah, back in the 20s.
Now, the signs that are around the top, those are from the Plainville line. Those aren't from the Ellis line. But they have all but 2 signs of each town that they stopped at.
Oh, okay.
But they're missing 2, and they didn't tell me which ones.
Oh, no.
But those were outside of the town on each end so that the conductors would know where they were, which city they were coming from.
Okay.
And then these were the benches that they had in the train cars. These were interchangeable, like if you were traveling with your family, they would flip over so that you could sit facing your family.
Oh, okay.
And these were the ones that were in the later railroad tracks. Now these, when I rode the train, that's what we had.
Okay.
I don't think.
Linda, where was that museum that we went? It was in Kansas, and he had a museum, but he retired from
I don't
Santa Fe, or he retired from there, but he had a whole collection of when he was.
Oh yeah. This was the actual one of the actual hand-pulled fire carts
Oh, okay.
that they used, and they would actually hand-pull them to where there was a fire because they did have fires because they had wood buildings and.
Right.
And then these are the buckets that they use for the water, which I didn't not
That's
know
the
that,
but
but they didn't stick together like our buckets do now.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they
our
make them
buckets.
pointy like that, so when they have a bucket brigade, they could just unstack them real quick.
Oh, okay.
wow.
See, and I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
This is a reproduction of an Oldsmobile from 1901.
Wow.
Okay.
I like that. I'm
Yeah.
in music.
Oh, yeah? The one organ, I think it's this one, that was just donated, I think about a year ago. Somebody had it, it was their grandmother's, and they didn't know what to do with it. And the museum took it, so that was nice.
That's really old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then,
This is so nice.
back in Teddy Roosevelt, when he was running for president, he had stopped in Hayes and Ellis, and they think, they're pretty positive that this was the bird that was in the background when he got out on Main Street and gave his speech. But he actually stopped here. And in this building, Lawrence Welk even played in this building.
Oh, he did?
Yes, and there was another building down the street. It was called Mulvey Hall, and he also played there.
That
Oh
is
my
a
God, now you're
lovely
going to
bird.
my parents, because I can remember as a little kid
Yeah, yeah.
how they watched that Lawrence Well game.
Every Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Roll back the carpet.
Oh my God, that's
This was
memory.
it's the mail bag that they would have used at the time, and they would just throw it out of the train. They
Okay.
had a pole that they would grab it off of, and these carts were all used to haul luggage and whatever.
Wow. It's amazing how things were back then.
I mean, it's amazing how hard people worked back then.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
you got that
I
right.
guarantee it.
And like they said too, we all used power drills. These were all the power drills. They used, this was somebody's job, just to create this, to drill holes in the rail. That's what they did.
Oh my
And
land.
we have all of these, I think there's 5 of them here.
So that drilled the holes in the rails.
Yep, they just would, all day long, they'd have
Oh,
to.
wow. Can you imagine you all?
Yeah, and then, see where you see that railroad torpedo? That to me was interesting too. If the